Hello everyone, my name is Pratiksha and welcome back to my channel. So this is about the day first of the RSC playlist. So today I'm going to share some important tips and the instructions to help you prepare for the RSC exam. Whether you are new to the Red Hat or already have some experience, so this video will guide you the step by step. Then let's get started. So first of all, what is the RSC exam? So the full form of the RSC is the Red Hat Certified Engineer. So the RSC exam is a performance-based test. This means you need to solve the real test and also you need to solve the real world task on the live system. If the test your skills in the managing the Red Hat Enterprises Linux system, that is the RHEL, and also you need to know about the how to configure the system, manage the storage, and how to work with the networking and the automated tasks using the Ansible. So for the RSC playlist, I have created the repository where I have uploaded the documentation of the day first. So you can see here, this is my GitHub account where you can see the RSC repository. So click on here. So you can see here the day first. So click on here, and in the day first you can see the documentation of the first session, that is the how to prepare the RSC exam and how to set up the Ansible environment. So you can see the whole documentation here, and if you found this documentation helpful, then you can fork my repository and you can star my repository, so then you will get my future update of this GitHub account. And also if you want to learn the Linux, you can go through the my Linux pre-bootcamp playlist on the YouTube also, and you can also go through this repository, GitHub repository, where you will found all the documentation of the Linux and also about the RSCSA exam. So we can also go through it. Okay, and now let's see about the RSC. So firstly, I will provide you some key topics that you should focus for the RSC exam. So let me write here the topics. So first one is the system configuration. So in the system configuration, you should learn how to manage the users, groups, and the permissions, and then you should understand how to configure and troubleshoot the system services like SSH, firewalls, and the SLNX. And the second one is the storage management. So in the storage management, we should practice creating and managing the partitions, like there is a LVM, that is logical volume manager, and also the file systems. And also you should know how to use the tools like DFDisk, MKFS, and the mount, that will be helpful for the storage management. And the next one is the networking concept. If I have any spelling mistakes, then please ignore. Then in the networking, you should learn how to configure the network settings like IP address, host name, and also you should understand how to troubleshoot the network issues using the commands like there is a ping, IP, and the LMCLI. These are the networking commands that will be helpful for your RSC exam. And the next one is the Ansible. So Ansible is a big part of the RSC exam. So you should aware about the Ansible. So what is the Ansible? So Ansible is the configuration management tool using the Ansible you can do the automation on your servers. For example, you have to create the thousands of the user. For example, let's see, before you are doing the task on the virtualization on the VMware where you are creating the users, but now you have to create the thousands of the users. So if you are doing the manual work, then there have the human error. So for that there is Ansible. So using the Ansible, you can create the thousands of the users within a seconds. For that you have to write the playbooks, and in that playbook you have to mention which user you have to create and on how many machines you want to create that users. Like if there are the 10 machines, so you can create the thousands of the users on the 10 machines at a time. So the Ansible tool is very powerful. So for the Ansible you should learn how to write the playbooks, managing the inventories and the automate tasks, and also practice the common tasks like installing the packages, managing files, and also the starting some services. And also you should aware about the exam environment and the login process. So let me show you. You can see here, this is a computer. And in the RSC exam you will see the terminal on the left side. So here I hope you are aware about the Red Hat environment. You can see here, you can see the VM view, and view paper, and the terminal. So if you have already taken the RSC exam, you will remember the VM view and the view paper. And if you don't aware about the that environment, you can visit my the Linux Pre-Bootcamp playlist of the day 7, where I have explained the detailed information about the Red Hat exam, how the Red Hat conduct their exam, and also I have uploaded about the RSA exam. So there are many tips I have provided, so you can also go through it. So for the RSA exam you require the VM view and the view paper, but for the RSC exam you don't require the VM view, you only require the view paper and the terminal. So you have to perform all the tasks on the terminal. So to log in on the terminal you will need the username, hostname, and the password. So these details will be provided in exam instruction. You can read the instructions carefully in the paper. So to log in on the terminal there is a command. You have to use the SSH, and then next you have to use the username. So many of the exams the username always be admin, so you have to give the username and @ maybe in the exam they will provide you the host name or the password, so you have to write here host name, or you can also write your password as that provided in the instructions. So using that command you will authenticate on the terminal. So once you log in you will authenticate and start working on your task. So once you log in you will see, and also you will see the instructions in the paper. So in the RSA exam you will see the 6 machines, 1 for the control node and 5 for the worker nodes. So in the control node where you will write the playbooks and you will perform the task, and on the worker node these are the machines that you will manage using the Ansible. So all the tasks you should have to perform on the control node. All the tasks you are doing with the controller, you will write playbooks there, you will install packages on there, and in that playbooks you have to mention the host name, like there is a 5 worker nodes, so on which worker node you have to do the task. You will decide in that playbook. So I have some tips for the exam. That is the exam time is the 4 hours. So the practice solving task quickly and efficiently, and also you will have the 2 attempts to crack the RSC exam, but I suggest crack your RSC exam in the first attempt, and make sure you understand what each task is asking before you start. And also after completing the task, verify it works as expected. For example, if you configure the service, restart it and test it. And if you forget the command, then you can use the man. So using the man you can see the command, so it will be helpful for your RSC exam. And also if you want to know about how to practice the RSC exam, so you can use the Red Hat's official training material and also the then practice exams, and set up the lab environment using the VMware. So on the VMware, install the RHEL and practice daily. If you don't aware about the VMware installation, you can visit my Linux free bootcamp playlist of the day first, where I have explained how to install the VMware installation and how to create the virtual machines on it. So you can do the daily task freely on the VMware. And I suggest stay calm during the exam, and if you get stuck, move on to the next task and come back later. And also do hands-on practice, because practice makes man perfect, so it's very important. So that's it for today's video. I hope these tips help you prepare for the RSC exam, and if you found this video useful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel for the more tutorials. So good luck with your RSC exam, and in the next session I will uploading how to set up the Ansible. So for the RSC exam, the first question definitely will ask you, that is to set up the Ansible. So you have to set up that control node, where you have to set up the configuration file, you have to set up the inventory. So all that I will provide it you in the next video. So this question will be 100% will ask in the RSC exam. So for the future updates, do subscribe my channel, and also do visit the GitHub repository. You can see here, this is the Linux free bootcamp repository for our RSC playlist. You can see again here. Go to the day 1 folder and see the documentation. In that documentation, I have provided the detailed information about the RSC exam, how the RSC exam conduct, their important instructions, and also the key topics. You can see here. I have also told you some key topics that will be asked in the RSC exam. So go through this documentation. So you can fork my repository to download this documentation, and you found this repository helpful, do start my repository. And I hope you like this video, and best luck for your exam. So that's it for today. Have a great day. Thank you.